Good evening. Good evening. This is April. Well, let's talk about it. April each and every Tuesday, Eastern Standard Time. This evening, man, I don't know, man. I know y'all been a little amped up. And so I gotta say something before she introduces herself. Let me put this out. Let me put this out there. I actually heard your song a long time ago. Whatever long time. It's like it was forever ago for me. And here's what's interesting. I typically don't even listen to certain music anymore, as I mentioned, my little transition in life.
Yeah.
And but I remember the hook. I remember keep hearing the hook, and I don't know how I was hearing it. I don't know where. I'll be lying to say where or how. When Rue referred you, and I was like, I've heard this song before. I think I've heard her before. So I was really amped up. So introduce yourself to those that may or may not know you this evening.
I'm Miss Outside. I'm Yayo Black. For y'all that don't know me, follow me, Yayo Black, everything. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Apple Music, Yayo Black.
Yeah. So born and raised, where were you born and raised?
Woo, child. I was raised around Gilpin Court, Jackson, aka Richmond, Virginia.
Okay. So were you raised in the same neighborhood, like all throughout, or was it?
No.
Okay, so no. When did you start there?
I started around Jackson, yes.
Okay.
But I can't even say I jumped off the porch around Jackson. Anywhere else but Jackson. Jackson, Wookham. Then I went to Churchill. Then I went to Creighton. I did Mosby, South. I was everywhere. I'm rich.
So let's talk about the everywhere. So was it based on moving from house to house with other relatives, or was it your mom or whoever you're being raised by moving?
No, it was really house to house with relatives throughout my teenage years after I had my son, because I am a part of the teen mom, babies having babies epidemic era.
Mm-hmm.
And to my mom, I was out of control. So with me being out of control and didn't want to listen and march by my own beat, I went to go live with my aunt, Brown Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
And then living with her, I got in more trouble. Mm-hmm. So I went back to live with my mom over Southside, but she couldn't deal with me having boyfriends and me staying out. Mm-hmm. So I went back to my aunt, but at that time, she lived around Churchill. And I got in more trouble. And with me getting in trouble, I just did whatever I wanted to do. And I lived around I went back to Jackson. Then I lived with one of my boyfriends around Creighton. Then I had my own place by 17, and that's when I lived around Mosby.
Okay. So how many people are living in the household when you first, in terms of being born? Like how many are with your mother? Siblings?
It was 4 of us at the time. 2 older brothers and then one of my younger sister.
Okay. Younger sister, 2 older brothers?
Yes.
Okay.
But I got 2 older siblings over them. I got 2 older sisters.
Okay. So the older sisters are the different father?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, we all got different fathers.
Okay. And so when did your mother determine that you were out of control? Like what age is this?
To her, I really probably was out of control in elementary school. Probably I want to say 10, 11.
Okay.
But I really want to say, the shift in our communication, because it was never communication, but it was like the shift in our relationship kind of changed once I came on my menstrual.
Oh. Okay, so did you legitimately determine that it was that, or could it have been hormones? And because of what hormones are doing to us as young ladies,
it could have been hormones. It could have been hormones.
I mean, hormones got to participate. Right?
Yeah, it could have been that more so.
Yeah. Okay. So So we're saying elementary. So okay, so accountability. Do you feel in elementary that you were kind of a little rebellious?
No.
No. Okay, so you did. Okay.
No, because now, as an adult with a daughter, I felt like the accountability comes into my great 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 grandma,
Mm,
meaning she didn't teach my grandma or her daughter how to communicate, how to talk feelings, or how to talk, period. So it got passed on generation to generation to generation, except for mine. I stopped it at mine.
mm,
I talk to my daughter. I tell her, hey, you feel like this? Let's talk about it later. Get your attitude in check. Then we can talk. Or why do you feel like this? If I did something to you, let me know because I don't know.
right. No, that's good. That's a really good point. I'm gonna do something really quickly because I'm at the bottom screen.
Mm-hmm.
I want to move up, so let me do this real quick. Okay. I need to turn you off. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry.
There.
Okay. So that's an excellent point
Yeah.
because I definitely am a firm believer that this stuff started back way before our mothers and our
Yes.
grandparents, and we talk about certain things that are hereditary. And a
Yep.
lot of times, we don't realize some dysfunctional behaviors are just as hereditary as a disease,
Yes.
because it's all learned behavior,
Yes.
and they're doing what they saw her do and responding how they saw him respond, and so it
Mm-hmm.
becomes this thing where now, and my daughter, who's 28, I think she's 28, yeah, she had to kind of speak on that at one
Yep.
point. Just to, I mean, not that I wasn't aware of it, but sometimes when you hear it from certain people, you just hear it differently. And I can remember her saying something to the effect of just like what you said. She was like, "Mom, that's so beyond you. like, like
Yeah.
that's great,
Yeah.
great, great,
Yeah.
because they got it from somewhere, right?" And I love
Yeah.
how you're able to recognize that. And of course, we still got to hold our parents accountable, right? Because
Yeah.
they should have
Yeah.
had room to grow and unlearn, as we all
Yeah.
have the opportunity to unlearn and grow. And so, at this age, you just like you just young, you just being a child is what it sounds like.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just and then seeing my other friends. So it was just stuff that's like, well, if they can do it, why I can't do it? And
Mm-hmm.
then when I get in trouble, it's like, okay, but why you ain't telling me I couldn't do that? If
Mm-hmm.
you would have told me, I would have known. But I see them over there doing it. So is they mom and dad doing the same thing? Like is they just letting them do it? Why can't?
Mm-hmm. And so I guess that's where you're saying that communication, that breaking down
Yeah,
communication, not being clear.
yeah.
So
And
it's
that's where the
almost like a thing
confusion
where,
come in at.
right. So it's almost like you have to set boundaries and communicate to your kids what those boundaries are, and not
Yes,
just simply expect them to know that you
yes,
shouldn't do that because it ain't right.
yes,
That's very true though. I mean, because
yes.
it's like a lot of stuff ain't really deep, right?
Right,
So like
right,
it's really surface things. But again, when you operate from a space of learned behavior,
right,
you don't think outside the
right,
box,
right.
right? And so you just being a child, you feel like, and so you're thinking hormones. So when do you feel? When was your? Well, I don't want to ask you that way. So we live. And so let me try to be a little more tasteful with this question. So are you thinking junior high? You feel like the relationship start shifting a little bit
No, it was just really on early on.
early on. So it
Yeah,
just kind of
knowing
continued.
yeah, knowing what I know now, about my mom and how she grew up, I understand. I can't
Mm-hmm.
fault her, because it's like I a part of me can, but a part of me can't. Well, I'm not going to. Let me say that. I'm not gonna fault her because the love that she was searching for and she was yearning for and still, is searching for and yearning for is gone. It's shifted. I ain't gonna say it's gone completely, but she's not gonna get it from the person she wanted to get it from.
Mm-hmm.
So as her daughter, I only can be the best mother and person I can be now and show her like, you really did a good job because the survival skills you showed me.
Mm-hmm.
Forget the love. Forget all of that. You showed me how to survive. And that's what I need the most, really, in reality. Everything else I can learn and add on to, and I can figure it out. But you showed me how to survive. I know how to survive with my lights on. I know how to survive with my bills not being paid. I know how to survive without the kids knowing we're going through hardship. They thinking we having a good time. I know how to survive. When COVID hit and transportation and everything, we went on field trips on the bus.
Mm-hmm.
Like they didn't know this. Everything became educational.
Right.
So to my mom, I thank you for teaching me how to survive because I
Yes.
needed it.
Yes. I love that. And I appreciate you imparting that because that's important. Right.
Right.
And everybody's story is different. I get it. And some, it's almost like, and I hate to say this term, but this is the only thing that's coming to mind. I'm not trying to make light of anybody's story or journey. It's like the term having your cake and eating it too.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We want the love, we want the provision, we want the protection, we want the
Mm-hmm.
communication, we want the survival skills. And sometimes you don't get all of that
Right.
in one mom. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Sometimes you might get half of that or one third
Yeah.
of that, right? And so I love that you are giving honor and
Yeah.
gratitude for what you did get that you know you needed.
Yeah. I needed
Right.
the survival part from my mom, but living with my aunts and other relatives, I got I got the church from my grandma. You
Mm,
know, I got the you gotta use your tongue. I got that from my grandma. And
okay.
I got the hustle from my aunt. So
Mm,
I blended that into the perfect woman. To me, I'm perfect.
mm,
But
mm. Yes.
I blended into the perfect woman and the perfect being. And then anything else, it came educational. I got it from school teachers, or I got it from a principal. I got other stuff from other people.
Mm-hmm. As
Even
we
when it comes to
should.
my artistry, I got it from actors and, musicians that I really look up to and I idolize.
No, that's you sound so mature. I love that. I love it. I love it. No, I do. I love it. I appreciate it. It's refreshing. And so I think everything you just said is very valid because um and this could be for anybody that's raising us. It could be
Yeah.
grandma, auntie, or whatever. And I think that because we're just young, we don't really know. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of
Right.
the way we verbalize it as adults is not how we was internalizing as children. That's number one.
No.
Right? So that's
No.
first and foremost, right? But I think a lot of times what sometimes I think the expectation is like way up here for the
Mm-hmm.
guardian, right? It's like, no, you're supposed to teach me this and show me that and do this and say this and act this way.
Right.
And a lot of times that's what the journey is for, to learn a
Right.
little bit of this from that person. And that's, matter of fact, let me put it this way, that's what family and community
Yes.
is for, to get all those
Yes.
other aspects that's going to help build you and shape and mold you. And sometimes I think we expect it all from mom and all from dad,
Yes.
all from grandma.
Yes.
And it's not even just there's a lot of pressure, it's just unrealistic.
Right. Very, very unrealistic. Very.
Yeah. So you mentioned the love that your mother was searching for. What
Yeah.
elaborate on that?
To me, how it looked, I seen the men, the rotating. I seen who is it? Me and my brothers used to bank on like to get them up out of there, or me and
Mm,
my brothers used to talk cash cold, like we was menaces to them, like we used to
mm,
torture them just to get them up out of there because it's
mm,
like, who are you? You ain't who we seen last week, or when you ain't, you know
mm,
what I'm saying? And then me being nosy, I heard a whole lot of R. Kelly late night,
mm.
and it's like now that I'm grown, I know what it was. But back then, as a child, it's like, who is this?
Mm,
And as me coming into my own, I realized that is not what I want to do. I'm not going to
mm,
have the who is this, who is this, who is this with my kids before I even had kids.
mm,
Um, because it's just that is not what it is. So I felt like she was searching for love that she wanted from her mom. I'm
mm.
not saying that her mom didn't love her. I'm not saying my grandma
Right,
didn't love her. Grandma,
right.
I'm not saying it. But
Mm,
I'm just saying, from a female point of view, that's just how it looked because she always visit her dad. She always visit her dad's side of the family. She go to family reunions with them. My grandma's side of the family, I never really heard her talk about family reunions or family
Mhm.
trips, and so that I think she wanted the love from them. But like I said, that goes to my my mom.
Mhm.
Why? Where that disconnect come from?
Because there's many attributes of love. There's
Right,
levels to love. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Like, that's why they come with these things called love language. It's like
right,
different ways people love.
right,
So that's no shot at nobody when people,
right.
but sometimes you hear it and it's like, oh, I didn't love my child. It's like that doesn't mean you
No,
didn't love your child. It's just
right,
maybe there were certain aspects that child might have needed or desired as a form of love that
right,
they lacked, and that kind of left a void, right?
right,
And I think
right.
we go through that as adults. You know what I'm
All
saying?
right, yeah, and do, and do.
We go through that as adults with friends, with the guys we deal with. We deal with that with coworkers. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Because it's all about. I think that, and that's what it's a lot to my kids. A relationship is a relationship. I'm not trying to
right,
downplay a relationship or one up a relationship, but when it comes
right,
to a relationship, love, consider it's certain things that's just required. You know what I'm
right,
saying? And I
right,
say that to say that so we're getting different forms of love from different people in
right,
different ways. And sometimes I think that's how the comparison comes into play. Because it's like, I don't feel that from her. Or I never
right,
felt that from him. And that's when we start trying to figure out what was it that I didn't get from her or him or what I needed. And we might not do it in the moment, but that's
right,
later
right.
on when we're kind of hurt and bruised and this, that, and the third. And so that's kind of what you say you're saying. And this is so is this are you witnessing this in elementary or this is more so
Yes,
in elementary?
no, I can remember stuff way back when. I think what 7, 8 years old. You know
Mm.
what I'm saying? It's certain things that stick and certain things that doesn't. It's
Right.
just a figment of my imagination, but it happened.
Right.
So yeah, I can remember a lot of things, but I was always the strong one.
Mm.
I was always cooking, cleaning, folding clothes, making sure our clothes is out for school, making sure we're good because my mom had to work.
Mm.
My mom went to the club. You know what I'm saying? But I made sure we all was good. So being a mom, it's just natural.
It's natural for you because you've
It's
already
natural.
been that. You've been practicing that role, as a child, so now it's kind of natural. Um,
Hmm.
and so was it ever a situation where any of those guys was anyone's dad?
I don't know. They might was mad. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
I'm done.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking. No, 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 no,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
Maybe though. I don't know. I ain't never seen no faces.
No, I got you. I hear you. And I asked that because I know you mentioned y'all had different fathers, so I was wondering if
Yeah,
kind of like maybe an end of one of the relationships with
maybe
had
so.
been
Yeah,
that.
maybe so. But I mean, she do say all the time that my dad was the one that got away, and
Mm.
yeah, you crazy lady. I want to. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Cut this live early now. No, no, I got you. No, I love the humor inside to it, because at the end of the day, it's your journey, it's your perspective, right?
Right,
Um,
right.
and so do you so when you felt like the dynamics of your relationship was kind of breaking down even more
Hmm.
when your body starts going through these different transformations, do you think that I'm certain it had to be a part of, but maybe there was some possible resentment going on in you from things that you witnessed up until that point?
Absolutely, absolutely. And like I said, I was just strong headed. I'm still strong headed. So it was just like you're gonna have to let me go. I have to go see what I'm not supposed to see. I'm gonna have to do what I'm not supposed to do in order for me to learn. If my earpiece keep on out, but if I don't, then I'm not gonna be able to grow. I'm gonna rebel. I'm gonna be have resentment. I'm just not gonna be who you know who I am today. I'm gonna be somebody. I would have been somebody completely different. I probably, to be honest, I probably would have been strung out. I probably would have been doing a lot of things if she didn't let me go out on my own.
Mm.
because I needed it. I needed to. I needed to see the thing that I wanted to see so bad.
Mm.
I
Because it's
had
almost
to.
like you're gonna find a way to see it anyway. So why not just let
Exactly.
it go?
Just
As
let me go. You
opposed
have
to,
to. Yeah, you have to let me go.
because I've learned that the more we try to restrain our children and shelter our children and don't do
Mm-hmm.
this, the more it's almost like don't say don't do it,
Yep.
because that's what
Say
they
do
would
it.
want to do. And the more you say
Say do
don't
it. They're
do
gonna be
it,
like, why? Do it.
mm-hmm.
Watch what
Yeah, that's a
happens.
good point. That's a good point. So during that season, if you want to call it that, was there? Did you feel like she just didn't want to let you go because she felt like you were too young? Was she afraid, or what was that
No,
like?
no, she let me go.
Mm,
She let me go.
mm.
It wasn't a fight. It wasn't a battle. She let me go.
And how
Yeah,
old?
after I had my son.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah, I had
okay,
my son. I had my first son at 14.
okay, okay.
Yeah. So after that it was like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, she
It
washed
was
her hands
probably
of me.
she probably felt like she couldn't hold you back at that point.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I can kind of see that being a bittersweet release, like, well, you're gonna be a mother soon, so I might as well let you kind of continue finding your own.
yeah,
Okay, okay.
yeah.
So, so who are you living with at this time? Were you back home?
After I had my son.
Yeah. No, when you were pregnant with your first child.
Oh,
Yeah.
when I was pregnant with my first child, I was living at home with my mom.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I was still going to school. I mean, nothing really too much changed. The only thing that changed was nothing, to be honest.
Mm.
I was still in teen parties, pregnant. Like, only thing I wasn't doing was the smoking and the drinking, but I was still in teen parties. I wasn't coming home as late, I was pregnant. But I still in school. I was still kind of doing the other stuff that she wanted me to do.
So you were still being responsible for the things
Yeah,
that you had to, commit to
yeah.
at that age. And so when you left, did you go with Auntie? Did you go on your own? Is that when you went with the child's father?
No, no. When I left, I went with my aunt.
Okay.
And I remember this verbatim. When I left and I went with my aunt, I was going to an alternative school.
Okay.
I was going to CCP. And my mom, the police. Okay, the police had brought me to my aunt's house because I ended up getting a fight. And my mom met us around Wookham, and she sent over the what's the paper called? Um, um, what is the papers called? Well, you can
The
go on your
parental
own.
rights
Yeah, she sent them over. Uh-huh.
to
Yep.
your aunt.
No, to the
No.
state. What is
Oh.
it called? Emancipated. Yeah, she emancipated.
Oh.
Yeah, at 14.
And you're
Yeah.
pregnant.
No, I
You
had my son.
you had already had your son. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
Well, no, I was 15 when I got emancipated. Yeah.
Okay. Hmm.
So she really let me go.
Like really released.
Yeah.
How did you feel about that?
I was hurt. Really didn't understand at 15 what was actually happening, because anything that I did, my mom couldn't save me. My dad couldn't save me. I was considered an adult. But I
Mm-hmm.
didn't understand it at that time. I just
Because
thought
you
like,
wasn't an adult. That's why you couldn't understand it. Yeah.
yeah. I did not understand what was really going on. So yeah, I thought I was just like, she don't care. So it is what it is.
Hmm. And so that specific process of the police, your mother, her signing you over, where is that process taking place? Is that at the police station? Is that at home? Where were
It was
y'all
it
at?
was around Wookham,
Okay.
in front of my aunt house, around Wookham.
Hmm. And so you don't know what's going on. You kind of got an idea, but not really fully knowing what that
Yeah.
meant. So at that point, did anybody explain what that meant once the paper was signed?
No,
Hmm.
no, it was like, well, there you go.
Hmm. And was it like a thing where, okay, she signed and she just left? And then,
Yeah, yeah.
hmm. And then where did you go?
I went to my aunt's house.
Okay. And so you remember that moment when you got to your aunt's house? Did you express to your aunt anything? You kind of keep it to yourself?
No, I kept it to myself. Yeah, I just kept it to myself.
Like those feelings
But
you didn't share?
yeah, but in the back of my mind, it was like, is she gonna let me see my son?
Mm,
Am I gonna see my son? When can I see my son?
mm,
Like she's so mad at me. Is she gonna let me see my son? That was the only thing I was thinking about, and I was thinking about finishing school.
mm. And so your son is with her, an infant
Hmm.
at the time.
Yep, he was a
You're with your
toddler.
and you're with your aunt.
Hmm.
So was it a long time period between the conversation with y'all, or when did you realize she's not keeping him from you?
It never was a conversation. We never talked ever, ever talked. Even to this day, we never talked about what happened.
Hmm. And so, what you do with those feelings? What do you think you did with those
I
feelings?
took him to therapy. I took him to therapy. That's where my feelings are now today, is with my therapy.
Well, good for you.
I never really, this is the first time I ever opened up to the world. So, yeah, those feelings are there.
Well, that's good. That's good to know that you have gotten therapy for, because that's kind of what we were speaking about, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, holding on to a lot of that stuff and not
Hmm.
realizing how heavy it is.
Yes,
You guys never talk
yes.
about it. So what happens after that between your son and you being with your aunt?
It was a roller coaster ride. It was
Mm,
a roller coaster ride. Like, from fight to drug activity. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot.
and so that's what you did with those feelings,
Yep. Mhm.
because they're gonna come out one way or another.
Yep.
I know. I had to revisit something recently. It was a bit of a shock for me. I won't get too much into it just because of other
Yeah.
people involved. But
Right.
someone spoke about. I mean, it's anyway. Someone kind of spoke about my past,
Uh huh.
right? And I guess honestly, it's been a while since anyone spoke about my past in terms of
Mhm.
still feeling the effects of my past, if that makes sense. Not just talk
Right.
about it, but like how they were affected. And
Yeah.
I was taken aback. I was like, because most people talk about my past, it's like, yay, you changed. It's never like,
Right.
oh no. And I was like, oh my God, like I really been
Yeah.
that way. And so I share that to say that as I'm, going through that and like I'm like, I want to face, like I want to apologize. Like
Right.
I'm bigger
Right.
than that. Like that's horrible. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Like I can't even deny it, right? And so I share this for two reasons. And one of them is I could have just said, well, I was scorned, or I was, I had a
Right.
traumatic. I ain't getting no excuses. I just owned it. And I was like, yeah.
Right.
And my second reason is like, at the time I didn't know that that's
Right.
what I was doing with my feelings. I didn't
Exactly.
know I was reacting because of what was going on in my household. I just thought I just was off the hook, or I was just
Exactly.
angry, or I was just a
Exactly.
fighter. And so that's why I was like, what you do with those feelings? Because those feelings went somewhere. You ain't got to speak
Yeah.
about them, but they gonna
Yeah.
come out in some shape, form, or fashion. And so it sounds like it started coming out in all these various ways.
And it's funny because one of my coworkers said yesterday, he was telling another administrator at the school, and he was like, "Man, them girls was back in the day, and she was going to school with them. We had no problem. They'll be quiet." I'm like, "Why would you say that?" He was like, "Because you was mean." And everybody I come in contact with, like school days, hood, whatever, they were like, "You was mean. We glad to see you smiling." I'm like, was I really mean? But I was mean. I was
It's like you know it,
really
but you don't. Like you knew, but you ain't know. It's kind of like
right.
that.
I was mean.
Yeah. So, so a lot happened. I'm hearing you.
Hmm.
When
Yeah,
can you
yeah.
recall like that pivotal moment where you just spiraled?
My spiraling moment was between Churchill and Church. It's a blend. Churchill, Southside, and then back to Jackson Ward, and a little bit Holland Park area, Meadow Bridge, or not Meadow Bridge, the Boulevard. Those was my spiraling moments.
Mm.
Um, I was about 16, 17 at that time.
Okay.
And it was the fight to see my son. It was the fight to try to graduate. It was the name calling from outside, from the community,
Mm.
people I ran across, or it was me beefing with these people because I'm from Jackson Ward, or is me beefing with these people because they don't like my cousin, but you're not gonna not like my cousin and
Mm.
think I'm not gonna say nothing,
Right,
or
right,
I'm not gonna give you a
right.
chance. So it was a lot, and then it was trying to stay from being locked up. So I'm trying to move and go to this environment, and then I befriended with these people, and it's
Mm.
like now that I'm befriending these people, and these group of people don't like them, I'm not gonna like you either. So I started to click up and beef with other people that I didn't even know. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like my loyalty is what really spiraled my life
Mm. And you commit
while holding.
yourself. You commit yourself in these different types of relationships with these people, and now
Hmm.
you find yourself in more trouble connecting with them than if you wasn't.
Yeah,
But it probably
yeah,
fit the mold of your frustration or anger or whatever, right? And so you kind of
yeah.
went with it. Um,
It
because
was
I
like
think,
fueling. It was like fueling what I already, the resentment that I have that my mom does not let me see my kids. Hold up, y'all don't even know I got a kid. Da, da, da. It's like me really not opening up to people for them to know my backstory because I don't want them to use it against me because I already did that with family. So
mm,
now it's like my family do it, so strangers gonna do it too. So I'm gonna just hold it and be quiet.
right. And so with all of that, like, because I hear you and I can relate. It just sounds very familiar. In terms of just that spiraling. Um, was there ever one person you opened up to? There was nobody you ever confide in within your peers?
My right hand, which is my cousin, she knows the
Okay.
grit from the beginning. She knows it all. So that's the only one that I confided in
Okay.
about everything.
Okay. That's good because sometimes all we need is just one.
Yeah.
Um, and so with all this going on, did any of those experiences ever get you locked up or ever get you more time away from your child?
Yeah. And I tell my daughter this all the time, to watch your attitude, to watch your anger, because your anger is stronger than you are. It might sound crazy because it's yours, but it's natural. Um, I was 19. I was 20. I had just turned 20.
Mm,
And I was living around Fed Hills, Mosby at this point. And
okay.
well, they call it Oliver Crossing now, but I was living there and I took in my cousin. He don't know nothing about Richmond. He from Lynchburg. He country. He don't know nothing about this
Mm-hmm.
city. So I took him in, and him not knowing or understanding, the dynamic of the beef between Jackson Wood and Moses. They knew I was from Jackson, and it was fine. I've been there. I was around there for about a year and a half, and
Okay.
everybody knew who I was. From childhood, we grew up, went to school, stuff like that. But it was a respect thing. Look, I got kids. If y'all want to take it there, we can, but not in front of my kids. But it was so respected between us that we didn't even do nothing. But
Mm-hmm.
he stirred a pot because I'm thinking in the back of my mind, I'm like, these are not my friends. We did not grow up around each other, even though the beef might be there, but it might not be.
Right.
So he go hanging around these people, not knowing that they could be setting you up at any time just to get back at me.
Mm,
And I tried to get him to understand that, but he did not understand it because the city is so fast paced, and you get that urge, and you get excited when
Mm-hmm.
you're not from around there and you don't do those things. And I was trying to tell him, but long story short, we got to fighting, and I stabbed him, and I got locked up. My kids, at this time, I got a daughter.
Okay.
So, yeah, so I got 2 kids at this time, at 20, 2 kids. I graduated high school,
Yeah.
but 2 kids, and, I stabbed him and took me away from my kids, took me away from my first place. Everything was
Mm-hmm.
gone,
Mm.
gone.
So did you get some time for that?
Nah,
No.
he ain't show up.
Okay. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, no,
I
it's gone
hate
now.
to
It
say
ain't even
that's
on
good.
my record. It's gone. I can talk about it.
And so when that so let's rewind a little bit. So before you take him in,
Mm-hmm.
let's go back to your son with your son is with your mom.
Yeah, no, my son is with me.
Okay.
Yeah, when I turned 17, I got my first baby at 17.
Okay.
He came to live with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So okay, so from 15, so this is about a year
Mm-hmm.
for him from you getting him
Yep.
from your mom.
Yeah.
Okay. So did you
No, no,
actually have
no,
custody?
no.
No?
No, when I got him, he was 3.
Okay.
So it was 3 years by the time I got him to come live with me.
Okay. Okay. So did she get custody of him? How was she able
No.
to
See, child, that's a
that's
bowl
a
in
loaded
itself.
question.
Yes. No. So when he was younger, mind you, I'm still a child
Yeah,
too. So I
very
don't know how the system and stuff work. But she used to tell me all the time that she had custody of him. But if it wasn't for my daughter's grandma taking me down there, sorry, my son.
that's okay.
Okay, thank you.
Is
If
there
it
a light you
wasn't,
can turn on in there? Another light? Because it's like your light dim over time.
hold on, give me one
Mhm.
second. I need the bottles. I need the bottles. Right. Nothing. Nothing. All right, let's see if this works. Oh, that's okay.
Okay. Because it definitely was a little brighter earlier. Then I was turning
Yeah.
it was getting light. It was dimmer. Okay.
Okay.
So you were trying to explain what your daughter's grandmother basically
Okay. So
took you
my
to.
so my daughter's grandma, she basically showed me. That's another person. I'm gonna give her credit, but
Oh no. Okay.
she actually showed me the financial side of life. She showed me the system side of life. So she actually took me down to the court building, and we seen it was no paperwork of her saying she had custody. It was no custody agreements at all. So
Hmm.
I was like, all this time I could have had my son. You played me.
Hmm.
And so yeah. So that's when I went and I got custody of my son. Me and his dad. We shared custody of him, and yeah, by the time I turned 18, he came to live with me because there was nothing she could do.
Right.
But if I wouldn't have never went down there, I wouldn't have never known.
Right. But you were able to see him throughout that duration, though, right? She wasn't like completely keeping him away from you.
It was like a on and off situation. Yeah, it was like she'll tell the family that I could come see him whenever I want to. I just choose not to. But behind closed doors, you're telling me he's not going anywhere with you. He can't go with you. I got custody of him. I'm gonna call the police. And
Mm-hmm.
like I don't want to go to jail. I don't like jail.
Right. Right. Okay, so now you're 18. You have your own. Well, you got your place at 17, right?
Mm-hmm.
Got your own. And so when did you conceive your daughter?
2011. So I was 18. I had
Okay.
just turned 18, and I had her the next day.
Okay. Okay. So how was that like?
It was actually good because her dad really was there for me, my son, and her. And then his family was there for all of us as well. So it showed me another side of family
Mm,
because his family is really like close knit. They're a little dysfunctional, but they're a family. So
mm,
it showed me dysfunctional family, which is
right.
bad, and it showed structural dysfunction.
Mm-hmm.
So I got the best of both worlds when it came to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's actually a real term. They call it functional. What do they call it? Functional dysfunction.
Yep.
Right? They know how to keep the values of family together. They might fight and cuss each other out,
Mm-hmm.
but they understand the dynamics of family, and in the end,
Right.
you gotta appreciate that regardless of what, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and so, okay, so what's going on with you in terms of behavioral issues? Like, you feel like you kind of matured once your son came to live with you? Did you mature more, when you could see your daughter, or where you feel like you were mature wise?
I did, but at the same time, I felt lost because I didn't talk. Like, it sounds funny, but I did not talk. I did not express my feelings. I did not say anything. I mean, yeah, I communicated when someone talked to me, but more so of how you feeling today? I'm fine.
Mm,
What did you do today? I did nothing. It was very small, short lived. I didn't want people in my business. I didn't want people to talk to me at all. I was really guarded because it was more so I have to protect them now. I
mm,
only speak for them now. I don't speak for me no more.
mm. So, would you think that could have been like a learned behavior too, though, right? The not communicating, or you think you still?
No, it would. Well, it might was, but it was something that I was already doing before anything happened.
Hmm. So, did your relationship with your mother get better once you conceived your second daughter, your daughter, or
No, it
no?
it was very very strenuous. Because she had made a comment. I didn't realize how effective the comment was to her grandmother, her other grandmother.
Mm,
Because I know for my mom to say slick stuff, she mean it and then she don't mean it at the same time.
mm,
Because she wasn't taught of, your words hurt.
mm,
So she'll say something not knowing that she's hurting your feelings. But she was like, I got the first one, you can have the second.
mm,
And that really hurt my daughter grandmother. Like to this day, it still hurt her feelings
mm,
to the point where she started doing stuff to me, and I didn't even say
mm,
it.
mm. Because she was just reacting. Mm.
Yep.
So, where's dad through all of this?
Not saying nothing. Not saying nothing. His my daughter dad or my dad?
Your dad.
Oh, um, from my knowledge, I'm not sure how true it is, but from my knowledge, he was on drugs at the time. I was growing up. I did talk to him when I was pregnant with my first son, and I went through the tears of disappointing my dad. But then, as time went on, I'm like, how could you even question me if he wasn't here?
Mm,
But then as that time went on and life starts happening, I'm realizing like, oh, my mom got another side of her. It's like, I don't want you. I don't blame you.
mm.
But you could at least did something.
Right. Right. It's like it sounds like you started understanding his absence, maybe.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm,
yeah. It hit it with the I get it.
hmm. Hmm. So, when did music come into play?
Oh, music was always there.
Mhm.
Even when I was younger, it was always there. The first song that I didn't write it myself, but the first song that I actually listened to and I actually was writing was Scrub by
Oh yeah.
TLC. So I actually opened a book and I listened to it. I kept rewinding it, fast forward, make sure I get every cadence, every beat, every word, every syllable right, and I wrote every last thing down. And I was 7.
Mm.
I was 7 listening to Scrub.
So was there ever a time where like you might have been like in the mirror, or maybe there was a friend or relative you kind of like performed for?
Everybody. My dad. Okay, so when I did that, my dad actually bought me a recorder for Christmas, and it was Destiny's Child, and I put it on and I sung for them. Yes, I sing. I sung for them, and it was like, oh yeah, and that's how it all started.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. So we talking 7. Okay.
Yeah, 7 was
And
crazy.
then with all the experience, it, some people may or may not understand it. Like it kind of adds to the creativity, right? A bit.
Yes.
Um, so yeah. Okay. Okay. I mentioned we were offline, and some people may or may not know. I used to rap myself a whole lifetime ago. Two lifetimes ago. I used to rap 2 lifetimes ago. And I was sharing with you offline how exciting it was. I mean, you
Yes.
zone out for real. Like
Thrill.
you're
It's a
not even
thrill.
you're not even there. And so I can recall when uh you sent me over. No, actually, I found the track because
Mm-hmm.
I went to your page, I looked at stuff, and that's because I told you I remember that hook. I was like, I've heard
Yeah.
that hook. So crazy. I don't know how because I don't even listen to that kind of music no more. But I remember
Right.
that hook. And so
Right.
anyway, when I'm going through it, I was like, I need a clean version. I was like, I hope she got clean.
Yo.
I was like, I need a clean version. My ears a little sensitive nowadays.
Yes. Oh my God. Listen. Oh my God. So DJ Sarah J, oh my God, he was being down my inbox, my DM. He been trying to get a clean version for so
Oh
long.
yeah.
And I'm like, I'm trying to get it, I'm trying to get it. Then when I finally got it, and you was like, I need a clean version. I got it.
Yeah, yeah,
It was like
yeah.
I got it moment. Oh my God.
And so we'll go backpedal a little bit. Okay, so you basically show interest in music at 7, right?
Yes.
And so that kind of, I'm sure, through the journey there was distractions from that art. I'm sure.
No, it was,
No.
but it wasn't. It was
Oh.
more so everything I went through, I wrote it down.
Mm,
It became journaling.
mm,
At one moment it was like all I could think of was I have to write this down. I have to write this down. I have to listen to this beat. I have to listen to this because that was the only thing that soothed me from crashing out. That was
mm,
the only thing
mm,
that soothed me from what you say, so I just
mm.
write. I just write. I just write. Anybody did anything wrong to me, I just write. I just write. I just write. Um, at one point in time, I used to just carry my books around all the time. It was just me and my book. Like, what you writing? Don't worry. I actually got fighting with a boy for taking my book, and he
Because
was
that was
ready
your
to read
journal.
it. That was my Bible.
Yeah, yeah.
That was my Bible. You don't take, and he was ready to read it out loud, and I just knew to through the desk. I just throw
Mm,
the desk,
yeah.
through the desk. But it was just, like it was. I ain't gonna say it was because it still is. Like my music is my life. It's something that means so much to me. It's something that I put my all, I put my anger, I put my emotions into it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's why as I'm listening a little early on when you were saying how you didn't talk to nobody, you kind of bottled up. And I'm thinking about the art, and I'm like, well, if you actually were talking to somebody, it was just your pen talking, right? And
Yes.
so, and I'm sure that was a bit of therapy for you in a sense, being able to release some of that stuff, even though nobody can hear it and
Mhm.
comfort you in it. But you were getting it out.
Yeah,
You were
yeah,
getting
yeah.
some
I
of it
was.
out. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was multiple times I just hear a beat and I just be like, and I'm like, what you nodding at? Or one time, when I was in CCP, we was listening to music and I used to dance with my hand. They
Okay.
were like, and they used to pick on me for dancing with my hands. They're like, you weird. Why is you doing that? And I used to tone them out because I'm listening to the beat. I'm not even listening to the
Mm,
words. I'm listening to the beat. And as I'm listening to the beat, I'm saying different words in my head.
mm,
So they didn't understand.
that's funny, right? They don't even
Look,
realize you're in a whole different zone, and they
I'm
come.
on a whole different planet. Whole
Yeah,
different planet.
yeah, yeah. You mentioned early on that during the spiral moments, right?
Hmm.
There was some. Was there some substance abuse going on, or was it just more of just experimenting?
Um, More alcohol than substance. Which I kind of figured that was gonna. Now I kind of figured that it was gonna be a thing anyway, because that's what I grew up around. Everybody was
Mm,
drinking.
mm,
It wasn't. I never really seen, any hardcore or substance or even smoking for real, other than cigarettes.
mm.
So alcohol, yeah. But then once I moved with my aunt, that's when I start seeing other things.
Gotcha.
And
Mm,
I experimented with weed, not my thing. um, Tobacco, not my thing for real. It was more recreational just to be cool for real.
mhm,
Or fitting in. But alcohol was my thing.
mhm. And so I'm sure that kind of temporarily, but it kind of probably helped you cope, right?
Yeah,
Through certain
yeah. It
episodes and
kind of,
situations. Mm-hmm.
yeah, throw things in the back of my mind, relieve a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it became non and void for real. Just
Mm-hmm.
it didn't happen.
I mean, it's a form of medication
Yeah,
for us,
yeah, yeah,
unfortunately, but fortunately, like it kind of does the trick, if you will, for the
yeah,
moment. And so a lot of times it's almost like you feel like you need it sometimes, right?
yeah, yeah,
Based on what you're facing, and it's like I don't know nowhere else to turn. That's gonna help me with this right
yep.
now. This feeling I'm having right, these thoughts I'm having right now. You
Mhm.
know, I can. So I was speaking with somebody recently about alcohol specifically, and how they called it spirits, right?
Yeah,
That was a thing for it, right? And I can remember that was a very much a coping one of many coping mechanisms for me. You know what I'm saying? Which is
yeah,
a thing where I kind of felt like it was helping me escape the reality of my
yes,
circumstances. But then it created
yes,
this beast in me. Like it was almost like the worst reaction you'll get out of me is when I'm under that influence.
yes,
You know what I'm saying? So
yes,
it's almost like this
yes,
double-edged sword with it. It's like, and
yeah.
then the next day you thinking like, oh my God, like, then you kind of be
Listen,
thinking, but it's such a medicine because it's a medicine first. You know what I'm saying? It
listen.
is an enhancer later.
Listen, I got the funniest story. Oh my God. So I think I was what? I think I was about 15.
Uh,
And I was at this party around Wookham. And I don't know what I had. I had a bunch of everything.
uh,
And the next day I woke up, it's blood everywhere.
oh my God.
I'm talking blood everywhere. But the first thing that came out my mouth was, who period blood on me?
Oh Lord.
So I'm going off. And my aunt like, no, they brought you in the house and you go in the bathroom. So I'm like, huh? I had a big gash on my forehead. So I'm like, y'all just let people bang me. They're like, no, you did it to yourself. We didn't know what to do. You was swinging on people. I'm like, huh? I didn't remember nothing. All I know is I woke up with blood everywhere.
But I
and
think that
and from that day, I stopped drinking dark liquor. I did not
okay.
drink no more dark liquor because I think that's where it came from.
See, I was thinking it was the white though. For me, it was that
It
white that
it it was the dark. Because
yeah, it
years
was the
later,
white
I
for
did
me.
the same thing. It was the
I can remember that one of the craziest that I can think of right now. If you put me out there, expose me, I'm healed. I got my healing. I'm okay. And so, one time, because it was, I mean, it was just, I was a different version. I just was, and we get into an altercation with the police,
Ooh.
and there was no fear in that area. It's
See,
just
yeah. Yeah.
And I wake up chained to the I wake up handcuffed to the
What?
desk in the police station. And I remember waking up like what happened? I had no
Right.
I remember something happening, like the beginning
But you
of
don't know
whatever
what.
took place.
It was a
That
what?
whole middle area blacked out, and I was shut. And I remember like, yeah, nah, this ain't working for me. Like having,
Right.
I don't remember none of that. Like I don't remember the patty wagon phase. I don't remember the
Right.
handcuff phase. And I was like, man, I remember realizing how this stuff got me like, I'm kind of like out of my mind a little bit, but
Right. Right.
it was doing what I needed it to do. Like it gave me that escape where I ain't got to think about this, and I ain't got to think about mom, and I ain't got to worry about
Right.
that. But it was the after effect for me, and even that didn't stop me, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It
That.
was just something that just I just can remember thinking like, man, you wilding like this don't
Right.
like you a whole girl. Like that's something. Have
Right.
you ever had those moments? Like it was moments I was like, you a female, April. Like what you doing?
Yo. And my is I'm just a girl moment was not too long ago.
Mm,
Like seriously, it wasn't too long ago. Last year to be exact. Like
mm,
I like to get my nails done now. I like to get my hair done, my eyebrows. I can't go out here with black eyes. I can't
yeah.
go out here with patches looking like a leopard. It was just no. I'm sorry, it's a no for me. You get in something,
Yeah.
you got a better chance calling on the 12 disciples than calling me because
Right.
I can't help you. I can't
And
help
you saying this really recent is what you said. So what was that? What was that moment? What do you think was going on that kind of had you like, nah?
you. Okay, so it was. I got to fight, and I got my hair pulled out.
Um,
But it wasn't the fact I got my hair pulled out. It was the fact of I was completely scalped bald, this side bleeding. It was just like, and then I had to get my fingernail pulled off.
mm,
I'm like, y'all like this? Like, what? No. I'm like, I really was like this, but no, I'm sorry. It's a no for me. No. If you want to fight, you got it. You won. I don't care. I can't.
mm.
I'm too pretty for this.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, no.
yeah,
Mm-mm. I can't be this international rapper with no hair right here. Like, no, because that's
yeah.
how I'm looking at it. I'm playing it.
So do you think you ever got to a point where, because I know you got to get to work. Do you remember getting to a point where you feel like you had been doing certain things for so long that it was really just like a knee jerk, like it was just a reaction, like you really not on that no more, but it's my reputation, it's what I've always done, it's what people know me at. Do you remember a moment when you kind of had that reality check?
That was recent too.
That's okay. At least you have it. That's
Look,
okay.
it was really, last year, the beginning of last year. I was doing this reality show called Lit and Wild, and I was in a situation from the conversation we talked about earlier. I put myself in an uncomfortable situation of being around somebody that I knew would get my skin boiling, skin crawling. I knew my spirit did not like her, but I put myself in that situation to grow. I put myself in that situation to, let her know, like, at the end of the day, yeah, I got problems with you. Yeah, I got problems with your family. But at the end of the day, we are family
Mm,
because it's a child involved. My brother is no longer here. So we have to be adults. I don't care how much I don't like you. I can still coexist and be around you. But I was talking to a child. Like,
mm,
she was younger than me. She was 19, so her mentality wasn't there yet.
yeah.
But with me being older than her, I was trying to show her like we can do it. First of all, we on a show together. These girls should be our ops no matter what we got going on.
Mm,
We need to protect each other. But it became a house divided because they felt like I was picking because I'm older.
oh.
Yeah,
Mm,
so it was just, I didn't care anymore after that. Yeah, we fought We fought twice, and then we fought at the reunion, which was last year,
Mm-hmm.
February. And at that moment, I came to the realization that I can't do this. Yes, my reputation is on the line, but when I got home and my eyes was black, because her and her friend had banked me, but my eyes was black, my eyes was swollen, my dermal was like black, and like it was a lot going on. So I did not realize the person I was in the mirror. I can't do that no more because I gotta come home to my baby. I gotta, do music. I gotta do videos. I gotta do all this stuff. I had to pause everything that I was working on so my face can get back right. I'm not doing that no more.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's amazing the pressure of your own. It's amazing how your own reputation can be pressure alone on you. It's
Yes,
nah, you ain't talking to me. Like it's like
and
even
I
though
went
you know
in.
mentally you kind of elevate your thinking, and but you like nah.
I went in on the we're gonna talk. I went in on the I'm not doing. I got on this dress. I got on these heels. I just got my nails done. Like I went in thinking like, no, I'm gonna just talk and let them understand like this is frustration because I'm still grieving not one but two losses,
Mm-hmm.
and they're bringing up my two losses. So
Mm-hmm.
I went in on thinking like, I'm gonna let them know like, no, that ain't cool. But just the voice, just the energy, just the spirit. It was like, nah, all that going out the window. All that went out the window.
Mm-hmm. But sometimes it takes those moments to occur for us to get a reality check. And I
Hmm.
think, and you can correct me if your journey was different. I think that it's on. I know for me, it's like certain things had to happen when my mind was changing. Because if my mind wasn't changing and happening, whatever, we're going to do what I do, right? But because my mind was changing, certain things had to happen at that moment because that's the only time I would see it for what it
Yeah.
was worth. You know what I'm saying? Other than that,
Yeah.
it's another person I'm about to put hands on. It
Yes.
wasn't nothing else, but certain things happened. I can remember I just kept, it's almost like I developed a conscious almost,
Yes.
and it's
Yes.
like, and now that I have a conscious, now I'm really realizing what happened and what's all on the line, and I now have a child, and now it's like, yeah, nah,
Yeah.
it's
I
not
it was
worth it.
it was the even after the fact, it was the well, I'm gonna get him, I'm gonna get him. But then when I actually had to sit down, fix my face, look in the mirror, I actually talked my skin, my face to get back right. But it was the more so of you're never gonna do this again. You're never gonna allow somebody to have that much power over you. You are strong. Like I had to put those motivations into myself. And now she could have tried years ago. I would have never said nothing like this. But now it is if you see them, walk the other way.
Mm-hmm.
If you hear them, walk the other way. If
Mm-hmm.
something is happening, go the other way. But years
Because you
ago,
have to
it would
start
have never went the
unlearning.
other way.
It sounds like you're unlearning. Like you got to unlearn,
Mm-hmm.
like the behavior, the reactions, the effects. And so, okay, so now I got to avoid at all
Yes,
costs,
all
right?
costs. Because I'm a brand. You're a brand. You can't, even though they're doing it now, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to market a black eye. I'm not going to market a scratch. I'm not going to market, oh, I can fight. That's not what I'm doing because the field that I work in is with kids. I love kids. I love my kids. I don't want my kids to see me on TV with a black eye. I don't want my kids to see me out here fighting because I don't want them to. So I got to be an example, not for just myself, but for my kids and other kids as well that look up to me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I told you I heard that maturity early on. I love it. You mentioned that they said something about two losses you had. What were the two losses?
Yeah. I lost my brother and I lost my sister. I lost my brother in 22 and then I lost my sister in 23, a year apart.
Oh wow, my condolences.
Yeah, his 4 years was yesterday.
Hmm. So there was probably no real time to really grieve
Yeah,
having a
no.
sister. Hmm.
Yeah, no. No. I mean, the main thing I do is now I smile. Is I smile.
Mm,
I mean, it don't hurt any less and it don't hurt any more, but I smile to, I'm not gonna say to keep from crying, but because I rarely cry,
mm,
but it helps more when I smile.
mm. So it's easy for you to cope smiling.
Yes. I could be crying and smiling. Like it is, yeah. I could be mad, but I'm smiling. I
Hmm.
could be
So it sounds
sad, but
like
I'm
it's something
smiling.
you've learned, something you've learned to kind of implement to kind of
Yeah.
counter some other emotion. Um,
Yeah,
you say,
it kind of like defense. It's a defense mechanism sometimes.
probably most times, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, what's your fear of crying?
I have no idea.
Mm,
Like I'm still trying to figure it out. Cause I
mm,
want to. I
mm.
want to, but I don't. Um, I just don't. Probably because I do so much.
Uh-oh.
Really.
Okay, you back. Okay,
Probably because I did it so much as a kid that it's like I can't really cry no more. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
I don't believe that.
I ain't gonna say I can't. I
No, I
just
hear you because I've
refuse
heard that
to.
term. I get the point because I know people that say that, and because you're pretty much saying it's not something that comes natural. That emotion
Yeah,
doesn't it's like to tap into that emotion is not something that's done as often. So it almost seems like you're unable to.
yeah.
Um, in therapy, have you discussed that?
Oh, I cried there.
Okay.
I cried there.
Okay.
And
So you answered the question. You can number
I
one.
can.
And number two, it's getting in that vulnerable space. Like it's
Yeah,
got to be a vulnerable, safe space for you, which is warranted, right? I totally get it. Um, so it's being able to be in a safe space where you're vulnerable enough to release that emotion.
yeah.
And a lot of times, from what I've learned through experience and dealing with others, it's some things have happened that are tied to trust issues
Oh yeah, heavy.
and probably personal like retaliation, like confidentiality issues you face with people.
Yes,
All that stuff people don't realize got a lot to do with how vulnerable you will allow yourself to be. You know
yes,
what I'm saying? And
yes.
yeah.
Yeah, that is a major portion of why I don't cry or why I don't cry publicly.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it becomes me thinking everybody else is thinking, oh, she's weak or she's weak now, let's attack. Um, or they would take my crying and play on it. So I would rather not cry. If I do, it's in the shower. If I do, it's in the car. You know, no one is around.
Mm-hmm. No one's there to witness it to use it against you.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah.
So do you want to talk about your brother and sister passing?
I can. I mean, so with my brother, um, I used to have this app on my phone that kind of located, you know, where the crimes were, where the police were, you know, like anything as far as criminal or even if they had roadblocks. So I would post them like, hey, it's a roadblock here, y'all. Don't go this way. Or
Oh.
da, 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 da. You know, stuff like that, just to,
Mm-hmm.
you know, inform people or, you
Mm-hmm.
know, it's a homicide here, y'all. Check on y'all people. And one night I got the alert. But before that, I'm gonna speak on this. Before that, it was like 2 days prior. Two blackbirds, two crows came and sat on the fence where my house was.
Mm-hmm.
It was like one after the other. It was one, and I looked and I was like, man, no, because I'm very spiritual. So I was
Mm.
like, no. And then I just looked away and I was on my phone. Then I looked again, another one came. I said, man, no. And I just went in the house.
Mm.
And I was like, man, and I paced, and then I just went to sleep. So 2 days later, I get the alert on my phone, and it was like, it's been a homicide around Gilbert Court, a male shot. So I get to call my niece. I was like, check on everybody. I don't know who it is, but check on everybody. And then I got to call my sister. I was like, I got such and such checking to see if everybody is okay around me. I'm waiting for her to call me back, but something happened around. So then my niece called, she's crying, and I'm like, who is it? And she was like, it's bruh. And I'm like, who? Which one? And she
Mm.
was like, it's Woo. And I'm like, who? Like I said it again, like who? Because it was so late. And I had just told him, stay from around here. It's really weird around here. The energy is not right. And he told me he was gonna stay from around there, but he always go around there, check on his people, check on his best friend, and he'll keep it moving. But just that night, I kept calling his phone, he wasn't answering. And I said, I gotta get around there. At this time, the dude I was messing with, he had took my car. So I got to walking from Highland Park to Jack Ford. And he ended up meeting me or whatever. We get around there and it was my brother.
Mm.
Um, it took like 30 police officers to hold me back. Like they could not get me to stop. I wanted to see. I wanted to make
Mm.
sure that it's like my. Um, and the detective asked me to identify any distinctive marks. I said yes. He has a tattoo Woo going across his neck. He has my niece's name going across his arm. He has my mom's name on him. Like I know my brother, and lo and behold, it was my
Mm.
brother. And then when it came to my sister, like I said, I'm very spiritual. Um, my lights got cut off, like out of the blue. I didn't get no bill, no nothing. My lights got cut off. So now my life is in her name.
Mm.
So I'm calling her phone, calling her phone. The boy that she's messing with at the time, he answers her phone. And I'm like, I've been calling her all day. Where is she at? He like, she's in the house. And I'm like, okay, well, go take her phone. I need to talk to my sister because I need to get my lights on. And he was like, all right, I'm gonna go get her. I'm like, all right, well, tell her to call me back. Mind you, this 8 o'clock in the morning. By the time I do running around trying to get my lights on or whatever, talking to services and stuff, it's like 2, 3 o'clock. My mom get home from work and she like, I need you to come look at something for me. I'm like, look at what? I'm trying to get my lights on. And she was like, I need you to check on Peaches. And I'm like, that's who I was coming to see. Where's she at? I need to talk to her. And she was like, she's been on the ground. She's cold. And I'm like, huh? So I go to my mom's house. She was at my mom's house. So
Mm.
I go to my mom's house. And my mom, she's like far away from the house. She's on the phone talking to my grandma. So I tell the twins to stay in the house. I mean, stay in the car. I'll be right back. So I go in the house and she had already called 911 and stuff like that. And I'm touching her. She's cold. Her toes is blue, but she's still. And I'm like, this can't be happening.
Mm.
Is this really happening? At this time, I'm really like not there.
Mm.
And I'm like, and I'm tapping. I'm like, man, get up, stop playing. You playing too much. Like this is not funny. Then the
Mm.
EMT they come, they do what they're doing. They're trying to resuscitate her, and they couldn't. And then that's when they told me that she was gone too.
Mm.
It's devastating. That's all I can say. It's
Mm.
devastating. Um, my brother was 1 year older than me. My sister was 5 years younger than me.
Mm.
Um, that leaves me the baby now. So I just still can't even. imagine, you know, like this happening. Why is this happening? I never question God. I never question the universe. I never question anybody. I just want to know, like, why is this happening right now at this moment? What do I need to see? What are you telling me? Like, what do I have to do to stop this from happening? And as I learned in therapy, my biggest problem is I want control over everything. I want to have control. And that was, I felt like that was my, life changing moment. You can't have control over everything.
Mm, mm, mm,
Whew, child, that was the first time I let
mm. That's horrible. I'm so
that.
sorry to hear that. That's yeah. I can't imagine that. I'm sure it's still surreal.
Look, and it's funny because last year I really vowed to myself that I was going to make myself comfortably uncomfortable in every situation I go. My main thing when it came to the music was I was scared to show my face. I was scared to hear she's ugly, she's too black, her nose too big, her teeth is
Yeah.
crooked. Why she got that red hair? Why she so this? I was scared of all of it.
Mm,
Watch you, don't
yeah.
subscribe. I don't care. And I felt like my brother and my sister pushed me to that point of not caring
Mm,
of what people think about you. Because my sister, she was my promoter, my advocate. She talked for me. She did everything because she knew I didn't really associate with people. I didn't really like to talk. But with her being gone, I gotta talk. I
mm,
gotta associate. I gotta do everything she did for me. She was my promo kid. She did
mm,
everything for me. My brother, he sharpened my pen. He really like, no, you gotta take some words out that word. You gotta do this, you gotta do that. So now I gotta do it for myself.
mm.
And it's uncomfortable, but it's comfortable.
Yes.
So with them, it's not that they're not gone to me. They're not gone. Their body is gone, but
Mm,
their spirit is
very
all
much
right
so.
here.
Yeah. Energy don't die. I try to tell people that energy don't die. Mm,
Yeah. And, last year I dropped Outside School May 19th. That's my sister's birthday.
oh wow.
And when it first hit, it said 13.5 views in 2 days. I'm still
Yeah.
what? And it was just like, oh, I see you working, girl. Keep going. I see you doing. You talking to
Yeah.
the
Uh
people.
huh. Uh huh.
So it
You
was.
promote.
She
She's
was
still
here.
promoting. Look, she's
Yeah,
still
she
promoting.
promote. Go
Yeah.
ahead, girl.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
Hmm. Wow.
Yeah.
So it's amazing what tragedy can bring about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's really amazing what um, devastation can birth.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Because what I hear is um, you said you were going to put yourself in uncomfortable situations, um, and now that which was uncomfortable is very comfortable.
Yeah.
I see confidence. I don't see shame. Come on, come on back. I know you gotta go. Come on back. We almost done. We almost done. I'm still here. Come on back. I'm still here. Come on back. Come on back. I'm still here. Refresh. Get out. Get in. Whatever you gotta do. Refresh. 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 I'm still here. Come on back. I'm still here. Come on back. We just about to end. Okay, I see you trying to come back. Okay. I saw something. Come on back. We just about done. Okay. I can see you, but I can't hear you. Let me see. I can't hear you. Mm-mm. Okay. Did you go out and come back in? I can't hear you. I can see you good. We just about done, people. Just bear with us. Okay, let's see. Maybe your earpiece died. They didn't. Maybe disconnect them. Because I should be able to operate your microphone, but it doesn't say. It's not saying that it's on. They're gonna try one more again. We just about done, people. I appreciate y'all patience. Just about done. We are just about done. Let's see. She gonna refresh, go out, get back in. I know she gotta get the word. We're just about done. And it's crazy because I'm able to adjust your microphone on my end, but that's showing that your microphone is even on. Yeah, it's not even showing that your microphone is on for me to adjust it. Because I have the capability of turning it up or down, but it doesn't it doesn't show that your microphone is even on. When you came back in, did you hit the prompt to turn your mic on? Does it show you at the bottom of your screen that your mic is on? Oh, we just about done. We just about done. Did you disconnect your earpieces? Did you disconnect them? Oh, we just about to end it. Go try this one more. Okay, this one gonna work. Come on now, we try to end this thing. This gonna work. I don't hear you. I'm sorry. I know you gotta get to work. That's crazy because I can see you. You can hear me. Dang, I don't know. Oh no. Um. Let me see. Let me see. It won't let me. It won't let me. And it's showing that your microphone is not on, so I don't know what you're hitting. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm so sorry. I mean, well, I know you got to get to work and everything. I was just gonna get into my question. I mean, we could do something creative to get the questions out. Yeah, because I should be able to do it, but I can only do it if your mic is on. It's not on. It's not. It's showing that your mic is off. Yeah, it's showing that your mic. It's showing that your camera's on, but your mic is off. Well, we just might have to end without the Q&A. And maybe we'll just do something creative because I know she got to get to work. If this one doesn't work, we'll just have to do something creative with the Q&A. That's okay. We did get the interview fully complete. It's gonna happen. It ain't even gonna let it go unless she got to get to work.
How about now?
Hey.
How about now?
I'm saying, okay, I know you gotta go. If this one don't work, I'm gonna let you go. It's working now. Okay. And I know you gotta go. I'm sorry. I know it's 8:30.
Yeah.
You gotta go. I just got a few questions. Actually, I got a lot of questions, but I'm gonna try to break it down a little bit. Okay, so I want to make sure we still good. We still good. Okay. So I'm gonna start with. Okay, I'm gonna start with before I do a finish the sentence. Okay.
Okay.
So once your mom signed you over to the state, did you feel abandoned or forced to be independent?
Really both.
Mm-hmm.
Because I felt like she didn't care. She didn't try, to even try to understand me. She just wanted me to be who she wanted me to be. And then it was, well, I'm gonna show you.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was a little bit of both. I felt a little abandoned, like, dang, at least you could have did was show me something.
Mm-hmm.
And then the independence part is, well, I'm gonna show you that I could do it better than you. Or I'm gonna show you that this is all I wanted to do anyway.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel like you were emotionally prepared to have your son?
No, I won't prepare at all. I won't prepare at all. I'm lying. I ain't gonna say I wasn't prepared at all. Um, Emotionally, no. Physically, no. Mentally, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Only because I was the mom of the house, so I knew how to be his mom. Plus the stuff that I didn't want happening to me, far as the absences. Not saying that my mom just was absent all the time, but her working so hard and you really wasn't there. So I'm gonna be there. The absent part that you gave me, I'm gonna be there for him.
Right.
Yes, I'm gonna work, but I'm gonna work while he's in school, so I can be there for him.
Right.
And at the time when I did get him back, I did see some things in him that I'm like was abnormal, or what society called abnormal. So my oldest son is autistic. And I learned that when he started actual preschool because I didn't know. And at the time, I'm still young. I'm 17, 18. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know what that is. So I had to educate myself while trying to educate him.
Mm-hmm.
So, in doing so, we grew up together.
Mm-hmm.
And learning that within him and educating myself, I grew to learn that I love the fact that he's special. I love the fact that other children are special. They're not different.
Mm-hmm.
They're actually intelligent. They're more
Very,
intelligent than normal people because
very
they
much.
use a part of the brain that we do not use, or
Exactly.
most people do not use.
Exactly.
So that
They
made
have
me love it.
genius. They have genius abilities.
And then I do have twin boys, and they're autistic as well.
So the twin boys came after your daughter.
Yes, all
Oh,
my kids are 4 years apart, so
got
I
you.
got a four,
Okay.
four, four.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and I sensed it in them when I had them.
Mm-hmm.
Friends, no, but it is what it is. I can't change life.
Mm-hmm.
And the special part about it is I'm glad that my older son taught me this. He
Yes.
taught me something that I can teach my daughters. I can teach others. It ain't even teach, I can educate others.
Mm-hmm.
And I can educate them on y'all not different.
Thank you.
Y'all special.
Very
Y'all
special.
very special. Y'all are gifts to the world, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. And your oldest son help you be more prepared for
Yes,
this thing.
definitely prepared. Definitely prepare me for
Mhm.
the unknown.
Right. Mm-hmm. And that's why you were able to notice it early.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Um,
But and
were
it's
there
like
moments
just
you
looking
felt?
at them, you wouldn't understand. I mean, just looking at them, you wouldn't know.
Mm-hmm.
But talking and speaking with them, you'd be like, oh yeah, because it's something out of this world.
Mm-hmm. And I understand that. I actually know a few people very close and dear to me that have children that are on the spectrum, and I always make sure that I overly explain the
Yeah.
concept is not on the headlines with that. It's always
Yeah.
just artistic, autism, spectrum. It's like, yeah, but
Yeah.
it's something so much more deeper, special,
Yes.
intellectual that you got to be able to. And you'd be surprised how many parents don't even know that because
Yeah.
they just buy
Hmm.
into whatever the system tells them. Whatever
Yeah.
diagnosis says is all they, go by. And it's
Yeah.
like, no, give them a Rubik's
No.
Cube, give them a pen. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
But go over
which
some
one
math
is it?
problems with them, words and letters.
This one, this one right here. He fixed the Rubik's cube after I gave it to him. It wasn't even in his hand.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, we're gonna give you another one.
Thank you.
Because wait a minute. And that's what we did. And we didn't just give him one, we gave him multiple different ways, different angles. Yeah, let's see. I gotta see something else.
Yes.
And I was really intrigued by it.
Yes. I love that. I'm so glad you said that. I love that. I'm so into chess.
I'm gonna do that because I was thinking once I just moved, so it's still some things I gotta get straight in the house. But
Mm-hmm.
um I was gonna get one and we were gonna play. But we weren't gonna play just sit across each other. No.
Right.
When we leave out the house, I'm gonna make a move. When you come back in the house, you make a move. That's gonna
Yeah.
determine how your day was. You're gonna tell me how your day was without telling me how your day was.
Yes.
So that's the plan. No, let's move these pieces on the board. We're gonna go through life like
God bless you. That's so
this.
exciting. They gotta listen. You
Look.
you are the one and not the two. I love it. I
Yes,
love it because
yes,
it can become a fear factor for so many, and they'll spend so much time being worried that they don't educate themselves on the side outside of diagnosis. Like you got that part. Now go into take a deeper dive into what's going on with them mentally, because then when you start really understanding that, you realize you got a whole genius on your hand.
Yes.
So all this little, I'm not belittling anyone, but the things that schools teach them is you got to introduce some things that's outside of a curriculum, because
Yes.
then that part of their brain sparks, and then you realize what you really have on your hands.
Right.
You know what
I
I'm
was
saying?
I was the behavior aid therapist, a
Mm-hmm.
1-to-1, and I worked in almost all the schools in the city of Richmond. I worked in a few in the county, in Chesterfield and Henrico. But it was this one student that I had that stuck out to me. He was in kindergarten. He did math off the top of his head, and he was reading on the fifth grade level. He was in kindergarten. The thing that the ones before me didn't do, they didn't notice it. But I had an advantage because I had my oldest son who taught me. So the thing that the teacher kept doing was take him out the classroom, take him out the classroom. No, I'm not going to take him out the classroom because he's having an episode. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put him in this corner where the books are, and I'm going to give him this book. He's going to read to me. He's going to tell me what it said, and he did word for word until I realized he's reading it too fast. These are kindergarten books. Let's go to the library. You pick the book. He picked a book that was talking about it was talking about the Great Wall of China. It was talking about the Leaning Tower.
Wow.
Okay. So I asked the librarian, what grade level is this book? She said fifth. Can we take this book? She said yes. It was a big, thick book. Every time he got mad or upset or was having an episode, we went to the corner, we read that book.
Mm. Wow.
And I had to, any encore or resource we went into, I had to let them know, like, he's reading on the fifth grade level. So when he's done with the activity that you all are giving him, he's going to get bored. So at this point, we have to do something else, something advanced. And it worked.
Mm-hmm.
It worked.
But see, the school system isn't trained to deal. I mean, you got to think about, even let's just say a kid that's now on the spectrum, but he's advanced. They don't even know how to deal with that child. That child gets removed as well. Because in their mind, that child's having an episode too.
Yeah.
Because they're bored. And you're giving him work on the grade level in which he is, but he's so advanced, that's bored to him. You know what I'm saying? So of course he or she gonna act out. But they're not trained to deal with anyone that's in any level of advancement intellectually.
And that's why I feel like I have an advantage at,
Very much
because I am in school to become an educator. So I have an advantage because I've seen all the way through. I've seen it. So no, I'm not gonna put this kid out because of this. No, we're gonna dive deep. Once you finish this work over here, I'm gonna give you more.
You
And
know what
we'll finish it
look
later.
forward to, and I hate to cut you off. You know, I look
Oh no,
forward to.
that's fine.
I'm hoping that it could happen in a school system, but I'm looking forward to the educational system realize that these kids need to be tested for gifted and talented, not put in a room for behavioral issues. That they need to be tested for gifted and talented.
Yes, yes. I thought like when I was growing up, it was a gifted and talented program. But it's a lot of programs because of budget reasons that has been cut. And it's like they already don't have a Boys and Girls Club. They already don't have a Big Brothers program. They already don't have a Big Sister program. They don't have nothing. And then when it comes to the community, the community, well, the community do try to step in and try to help, but we can't step in. We can't help. Why? Because you have the parents, then you have the family members, or you have society placing sexualization on everything. Everything is sexualized. Oh, they only want to help because, they only want to help because, they fruity or, whatever. I don't want my son to be around that man because he like men or she like women. Okay, well, what are you teaching? You're putting a phone, a game, TVs in front of them. Are you talking to them? Are you asking them how their day was? Do you notice that your child is upset when they lean their head to the right? Or do you know your child is sad when they lean their head to the left? Do you know anything? No, because they come and tell me that you don't listen. They come and tell me that somebody hurt their feelings. But I can't come and tell you because now I'm getting all in your business.
Defensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the next I could ask? Did you feel judged by your family members a lot when you could see your first child?
Yes. Yes. Oh, I got the babies having babies. They don't know what they're doing. They're too fast. She grown. No. And the whole time it was nothing like that. Me and my oldest son, dad, that's my best friend. That's like we grew up together. We all grew up together. So it was, no, none of that. But having someone not saying or trying to encourage or even trying to mentor me along the way to help me, everybody just, to me, it seemed like everybody expected for me to fail. Everybody expected for me to fall, crumble, crawl back, ask for help. It took me a long time. I think maybe 24, 25 to ask for help. That's when, to me,
Because you knew
that's
that's
when,
what they was expecting.
yes. And that to me, but that day when I first asked for help, I became an adult. To me, I became a true adult because I asked for help. And I tell my daughter that all the time, like, you're gonna, you can always need me, you can always lean on me. But the moment you ask for help, that's when you become a true adult. Push that pride to the side. It ain't always about pride. Because I might know something that you may not know, and if I don't know it, I'm gonna ask somebody else.
That's such a good point. Because it takes maturity to understand, like, stop playing, you need help. Right? Like, get
Yes,
out the way, let's drop your ego, drop your pride. I love how you put that. That's a
yes.
big deal. That's a big deal because you got a whole lot of 30, 40, 50s.
Still ain't
They think
asking for
they
help and need.
adulted, and I don't ask nobody for no help. It's
Right,
like, that's not a badge of honor, sir, ma'am. It's not a badge of
right.
not when you need it.
Exactly.
It's borderline ignorance. I'm sorry,
It is majorly.
yeah. Okay, let's see. So, what was your major fear, or if you had one, when your son first came to live with you? Was there any concerns about, you know, being able to provide for him the way he needs it to, or, you know, was it a
No,
financial concern? Were there any concerns when he first moved in?
my only concern and my only fear was to fail. That was my only concern and only fear was to actually fail as a mother. Like that still
Yeah,
my still number one fear is to fail as a mother. Um, Even though, he's 18 now, he done graduated high school, it's still as I feel like, if I didn't go through all of that, would he still would have graduated? Would he still, be 18 with no kids? Like, would he still would have lived the life? I still think about that every day, but I don't dwell on it
right.
because it happened and he's successful as a young black man of even graduating high
Yeah,
school.
yeah,
So I don't look at it or dwell on it too long.
yeah. Um, so, how do you feel? How would you describe your experiences and them shaping you as a woman you are today?
I'm sorry, can you say it again?
How would you describe how all of your experiences shape the woman that you are today?
I appreciate it. I love the fact that I went through what I went through because it shaped and molded me, like I said at first, to be the perfect woman, meaning I know how up feel, I know how down feel, I know how it feels to crawl from nothing. Because when I got locked up, I had to come back from nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing. I know how hard work feels, how accomplishments feel. I know how, you know, telling the people I did that and I did it by myself.
Mm-hmm.
I know how the pointing the fingers and the laughing feels. I know
Mm-hmm.
how it feels to get back into a corner and come out on top. I know how it feels to have all these people around you, loving you, hugging you, holding you. Yes, we did this, going out, going partying, popping bottles. And I know how it feels to have these people around you to be by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So when I make it to the top,
Yeah.
it ain't gonna be lonely because I know how it feels to be lonely. I
Mm-hmm.
know how it feels to be by myself.
Mm-hmm.
So that actually molded me to be at the top.
Yeah. Yeah.
It shaped me.
It prepped and prepares you for that. Yeah.
Yes, and I didn't know it was doing that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it did it.
How old are you?
It ain't the weekend, so I gotta
Okay,
tell my real age.
it
Look,
did
it
give
ain't
you
the
an age.
weekend, so I gotta tell my real age.
It did. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're right. You're right. Cut. I'm a DM you. I'm a
We
DM.
gonna talk about it
You're just very mature. I so appreciate your level of maturity.
offline.
I just do. I appreciate your insight. You know what I'm saying? Like where you are mentality wise, right? And I just appreciate that. I really do.
I'm the baby of the call four with
Yeah,
me
yeah, yeah.
Ricky and
That's
Butter,
all they need to know. That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know.
but
So I'm gonna do a few. I'm gonna let you finish the sentences, okay?
uh,
Um, I wish my mother understood that.
who already started crying, child? Okay. I wish my mother understood that no matter what we went through, her life story and my life story, I appreciate the things she didn't do and the things she did do. Because if she did do it on early on, I wouldn't know what not to do.
Mhm, mhm. Deep down inside, I just needed blank.
Deep down inside, I just needed guidance, love, a listening ear, and patience.
People saw my behavior, but they didn't see.
People saw my behavior but didn't see me.
Your first son became your reason why you.
My first son became my reason why I stepped into the educational field.
You were carrying adult responsibilities while still trying to.
I was carrying adult, you say experience?
Responsibilities.
I was carrying adult responsibilities while trying to figure out who I was as a person.
The pain of feeling unsupported felt like.
The pain of feeling unsupported feels like
Mm.
how I feel to this day, invisible, worthless, unrecognizable.
Losing your brother made you.
Losing my brother made me realize everyone is not my friend. Everyone is not my family. Um, go hard for what I believe in. Trust no one.
Grief changed the way you.
Grief changed the way I interact with people, the way I see people, the way I communicate with people, how I talk to people, um, how I view the world, um,
If your
how
sister
I
was
view
here today,
myself.
sorry, go ahead. I'm so
I'm
sorry.
sorry, how I view myself.
Hmm. If your sister was here now, she would be.
If my sister was here today, she would be loud. She would be loud. She would be very proud. She would be like, that's massive. That's my big sister. She would be already right. She would be spontaneous, outgoing, probably right here, loud, um, proud. She'll just be so proud, happy.
Sometimes I pretend that I'm okay, but
Sometimes I pretend I'm okay, but I'm sad, I'm hurt, I'm confused. Oh, I'm overwhelmed. I'm excited. I'm determined, but I'm not okay most days. Ooh,
I carry guilt about.
ooh. I carry guilt about not being the best listener. I carry the guilt about not being able to stop that bullet. I carry the guilt about not beating up that dude that killed my sister. Like, I carry guilt about not being the best mom. I carry the guilt about the emotional damage I caused my kids. I carry the guilt about sometimes I don't know how to talk to them.
You wish you had more time to.
I wish I had more time to care for myself and pour into myself like I pour into others.
I became numb when.
I became numb after my sister passed.
The little girl inside me still mourns.
The little girl inside me still mourns the voice that was stolen, the voice that wasn't heard, the the thought of being invisible.
My confidence now comes from.
My confidence now comes from the strength and the energy that I feel from my brother and sister, the smiles I see on my kids' face when they see me on YouTube, when they hear my music. They're my first critics. And it comes from that little girl fighting. She's trying to get up out of here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
She got to be seen. They,
She's been hiding too long.
yeah, too long.
All right, I'm almost done. What do you say to a young mother that may be watching? What type of encouragement do you have for her?
To all young mothers. First, you can hit me up, we can talk. But this is what I want to say. Don't let nobody, I don't care who it is, mother, brother, sister, cousin, auntie, baby daddy, future husband, whoever it is, don't let them stop you. You pressure, big pressure. You got it. The hard job is done already. You had the baby. That's the hard part. The easy part is within you. You got it. I know you got it. I did it. You can do it too.
For the mother of an autistic child, what do you say to her or him or dad?
My thing is that pay attention. They're going to tell you something. They're going to tell you something you never knew, never seen. Just pay attention. And my biggest thing I want to share is advocate, advocacy. Look it, read it, educate yourself. They're going to tell you something, even if they're nonverbal or verbal. Just advocate for them and advocate for yourself.
What do you think the hardest part about being a parent to such special kids?
The hardest part is the not knowing. That's the hardest part is the not knowing. Today they could be fine. Tomorrow they can be up and down. The next day it's completely chaotic. But the thing is breathing. Breathing. You have to breathe.
Music allows me to.
Music allows me to live, breathe, stretch, shake, fun, have fun. Music allows me to be the inner me completely. Music allows me to smile, cry, be angry, be upset, curse, let it out. Music allows me to do everything I do behind closed doors on a beat.
Mm-hmm.
I love music. love you.
I can see the whole light when I asked that question. I can see the whole light came behind you. Da, 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 da. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna give you these last two. Do you feel that unhealed grief has affected any of your relationships?
Yes, yes, yes. I had a spirit of the moment where after my twins dad, don't know. Anyway, I had a moment where I hated all men. I didn't care what shape, color, size you was. I hated all men. You had to be a really special, patient person to interact with me. I had when I say I hated all men, it was I asked them one question. If they answered it wrong with the wrong word,
That's it.
they could not talk to me.
Hmm.
And that one question lasted about 5 years.
Hmm.
About 5 years until I started dating again. And men still didn't last 3 days with me.
Hmm. And you think this is because of what happened with your sister?
No, this is what
Or this
happened
is because
with,
what your twins' father?
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. That's a lot. That's a lot to unpack.
If you can you can have a conversation with your 14-year-old self, what would that be?
If I can have a talk with my 14-year-old self, I would scream at her every step of the way, just saying, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. It was a lot of people that should have never been in my presence, should have never had access to me. But if only I had somebody to say, watch out, be careful, be cautious, watch out, I wouldn't have never been around them.
Hmm. Are you harboring any unforgiveness in your heart for anyone?
Yes,
Would
yes.
you like to speak on that?
It's just a few, few cousins um, that I truly felt had my back, but was only using me, for to get with guys or for their own personal gain. And that really hurt me. It hurt me because it was like we spoke earlier, the trust.
Hmm.
You broke my trust. Now I don't trust a lot of females at all. But it's like you have an ulterior motive,
Hmm.
and I don't like that. So that's what my boundaries at. So yeah, I don't forgive her, but you stay over there, I'm gonna stay over here. Let's do that. I'm gonna set the boundaries in place.
Hmm. Well, young lady, this has been a pleasure. I had like 6 other questions, but you gotta go. I didn't help you long enough, and it's okay. I think I think I think the release that this interview was intended for happened.
It did, look, because I'm gonna be in the car crying, but it's okay. It's okay.
I it's the strength. I mean, I know it's over. Some words are so overly abused. I hate to even say it, right? But let me say it this way: it's your ability to endure. I think it would possibly had a great impact on your development thus far.
Yes.
It's a lot. Everybody can't. Some fights, some people never get through. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Like it's. I mean, I can speak for myself. It's some things took me till I got my late 30s or early 40s to really be able to get past.
Yeah,
And I can just tell, and I heard it early on that it's just your ability to endure. Your
yeah,
ability to endure. I think that's really your. I feel like that's kind of like your foundation of maturity.
yeah.
I feel like that's your foundation of maturity. And shout out to everything that you've done. Shout out for outside.
Thank you.
I got to check myself. I've been listening to the Murray had it. I'm like,
Oh
It's something about that one. It's something about that one. And so, but it's the art, it's the gift, and I get it, and I respect it. Not just because of it's familiar, but it's just you being bold enough to not sit on your gift,
yeah,
right? So much
yeah.
success to you, and everything that you do with your music. I saw something else you were involved in. Is there something else coming up for you?
Yes. Okay, it's May 30th. Me, Miss D, and Shea Butter, we're gonna be performing at Big Mama House. Uh, I ain't really looking to fly like that. but we're gonna be performing May 30th. I do got a lot of other stuff coming up as well. I'm gonna be dropping my EP
Okay.
soon. I ain't gonna give y'all the date, but it's very special to me. Um,
Will this be your
that should
official,
get
your first official one?
yeah,
Okay.
my
Okay.
first official EP. Like I said, the date hint hint is very special to me. So if y'all know, because I've already said it on here.
Uh-huh.
Um, so I'm gonna be dropping it. Then, of course, Outside 2 gonna be on there, and Glock gonna be on there. And then I'm gonna be dropping some other stuff that same day. I can't really
Okay.
say. um, and just know, like with all my music, even when it comes to Glock, Outside 2, I was going through something.
Mm.
So I put my pen down and I just let it went. I closed myself in the room.
Mm.
Glock, I was going through something. Um, I got another song ready to come out. It's called I ain't say sugar, but the other
Okay.
word. I was going through something. So anything that I write, I'm going through something. It's real, it's raw, it's relatable. Even if it's not relatable, somebody's gonna relate to it.
Yeah. Hmm.
Um, and like we were saying earlier, I do go to therapy, but the studio is my therapy. I got a lot of tattoos, so tattoos is my therapy.
Mm.
I do everything except for lash out.
There you go.
Yeah, so I do. I got a lot of things coming up. I am a brand ambassador for Double R merch, for Rue, Savage merch, and for Certified Playmaker. So I am a
Okay.
brand ambassador, so I do be having clothes on.
I'm surprised they ain't pulled you in the movie scene yet.
I was ready to say something about that. I was
Okay.
coming
Okay.
in.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I am in Sweet Thing. We
I
did a
didn't know you was
premiere.
in Sweet Thing.
Yeah.
I didn't think I knew that. Okay.
Yes, I'm in Sweet Thing. So we did the premiere early on this
Mm-hmm.
month, in the last month, something like that. And
Last month.
yeah, we going into part two soon, starting June.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in another movie. It's called My Last Run. That'll be coming in soon. I think we filming next week. Yep, we filming next week with that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting into the movie scenes as well. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. That's what's up, man. Y'all like so heavy on community out there in Richmond. I just love everything about. I can't say it
Listen,
enough.
it's our time. It's
I'm trying to.
our
I was
time.
telling Rue. I was telling Rue. I mean, I don't be saying that just to be saying it. I can, But I'm telling him. You remember how state property was? Their
Yes,
movement. I was like, it's giving that whole state property energy, but like in a much more positive light. You know what I'm saying? Like
yes,
you can tell some real transformation has taken place, and And that new energy with all the
Yes.
people involved is just creating such a movement. I said, man, I'm so mad we live so far. I'm telling you, we like
Yes.
we so I really like I am not even gonna lie. I think I'd be like overwhelmed with joy how y'all on community so hard.
Speaking of community, Rue has this it takes a village um community advocacy I don't want to call it a program, but it's like basically a unity of all of us,
Uh,
musicians and actresses and community days, other brands. We all come together to service the community. Last year we did back to school. It was cool. Last year we did back to school for Essence Village. I guess we're gonna do another one this year. I'm not sure. That's something Rue got to really talk about because he's the CEO. But yeah, it takes a village is mainly community based. We're from the community. We service our community. We give back to our community. Yeah,
that's so big, man. That's amazing.
yeah,
I love it. I said
yeah.
we gonna have to take a trip. I'm telling you, because
Listen.
this is real. I'm serious. It's like we're gonna have to take a trip because I mean we do a lot, and I don't get into it too much, but we very much community oriented. Go ahead, go ahead. What you got?
I forgot. I forgot. And last year for prom, I did a dress giveaway. This year, I did a dress giveaway, but it was special because I graduated from John Marshall, so I gave back to a student at John Marshall. I really wasn't gonna do it because I just was doing a lot, but one of the coaches there, she reached out to me and was like, "Do you still do the dress giveaway?" I'm like, "Yeah." She was like, "Well, we have one." Got you.
Yeah.
So I gave the dress back, but with me, like unconsciously, me not even thinking, um, I gave the dress and she looks so beautiful in the dress. But in the midst of it, they were going through tragedy at the school. And I didn't think about it. All I thought was, I'm just giving a dress.
Right.
And the joy it brought her, it relieved that grief moment. So this is my moment. And I was like, I did that without even thinking I did. I'm
See?
just saying, I'm just giving a dress away.
That's that energy of alignment, man. When it's
Yeah.
that's powerful. And bless you, man. You really I like you. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I'm in for support. I really am. And but yeah, anything else?
No, no, not that I can think
You
of.
sure? You sure? I'm gonna stay, locked in and I'm saying what you got going on, what all y'all got going on. And we're gonna have to figure something out.
Yeah, come see us.
We're gonna have to figure out some collaboration, something type. We're gonna have to figure something out. It's just yeah, we're gonna figure something out. You're gonna hear from me.
We want to
But
get
I know
on
you gotta
camera
go.
so
I
bad.
appreciate you. I appreciate the patience. I just want to end by saying anybody looking for the investment properties in DC, Maryland, Virginia, Georgia, or Florida, that's Davis Development Group. You can reach out to me. If anybody looking for any rental properties, whether it's short term or long term, that's AirDDG. You can reach out to me. If anybody looking for any electrical service, whether it's residential or commercial, that's Sendell Systems. You can reach out to me. Anybody in the athletic apparel, my 18-year-old son has a brand being Power at CEO_B Clothing. You can reach out to him. Those are businesses for us, by us. Hey, children,
Say
how y'all
hi.
doing? Hi.
Oh my
Your
God.
mother's amazing. I'm sure you know it.
Oh no, they can't hear nothing you say.
I said your mother is amazing. I'm sure you guys know it. Your mother's amazing. Yes, she is. A round of applause. That's okay. I don't think it unmuted. It's back on mute. No worries. We good.
There you go.
Okay. We good. I appreciate you guys. God bless you, young lady.
Thank
Telling
you.
you got something in you. Keep sharing it with the world. Don't let nothing stop you. Gotta take a knee, but keep going doing what you're doing, okay?
Thank you so much. I
I
appreciate you
appreciate
for
it.
having me. And again,
Absolutely.
I'm Yayo Black. Everything
Yeah, yeah.
YAYYOBLAQUE on all social media platforms.
Yes, absolutely. Good night, everyone. Thank y'all for your patience. Peace.
Good night.
Bye. I love